then get started right now. If you're still not convinced, take send-out cards out for a test drive today. You're going to love the way it feels.
And welcome back to Liquid Lunch. And that was just some information about the send-out cards. And Kathryn Asaro Mayers is here. And hey, Kathryn, great to have you back on the show.
Hi, Hugh. Very nice to be here. Hi, Jeanette.
Hi.
Okay, so all right. So where do we start? I know a little bit about send-out cards. I mentioned, I got one today.
And you received a success key, too.
A fabulous gift that I wasn't planning on, and thank you for that. So
You're welcome.
yeah. So, boy, where do we start with send-out cards? Because it is such a great idea, isn't it? And I know you know that.
Yes.
I'm going to start with asking you what attracted you to send out cards.
That's a great question, Jeanette. I'm attracted to things that let me be me. And with send-out cards, I saw it, and within minutes, I realized that I can just be the person that I want to be. Coming from a professional corporate background, having been in the real estate business and a trained psychologist and a therapist and a coach, and you really have to have the right image, and you have to have the correct persona, and you have to make sure you put your clients first. When I saw send-out cards, I realized that I could take all of the things that I had learned from before and just be me, which is a giving person. I'm a rah-rah. I'm a grandma. So I saw that, and I was a new grandma at the time, so I joined Send Out Cards in September. Actually, I just had my anniversary, 16th of 2009. And I saw that I could just be me and give to people. So I was attracted to the heartfelt aspect of this product.
Okay.
Yeah, heartfelt aspect, because you can just send out some cards, right? You might not think to do it otherwise. Anyway, you make it easy with send out cards, right?
Yes, actually, Send Out Cards makes it easy for me because I can choose from any one of the 16,000 cards in the system, hundreds of gifts, or I can do something like this and take a picture of a rainbow. I always have my camera, and then I put a QR code, so it's a video card, and you just scan it with your smartphone, and you can just hear the message that I have to say. So
and that can be a video. That could be a link to a video.
It is. This is a video card.
Yeah.
So you'll just scan it with your smartphone, or you'll type in the QR, you'll type in the code, and you'll get to see what that card has to say. It's perfect for, let's say, real estate and things of that nature. But this was just a rainbow. When's the last time you received a card with a picture of a rainbow? I can count, on my hands how often I've seen them, and I just captured it. So I was really happy to share that with my friends.
Well, what's great about that is that it's not just a card anymore, not just a piece of paper, but it's actually could be a link to a video, could be a link to anything using the QR codes.
Absolutely.
I think those QRs are new since the last time you were in here.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of new things. That certainly is new. These video cards are great. We can give our message about. Actually, I'm probably going to make you one with today's show in it, and I'll send it to you and to Jeanette so you can have it at all times with this interview.
Wow.
Well, let's get back a little bit so we can get more messaging out about what send out cards is.
Okay.
So let's hear a little bit about how the company got started and by whom, and I know you have a couple of books about that as well.
Yes, the company got started by Cody Bateman. He's the CEO and the founder. He is a gentleman who was here in Toronto last weekend. I would call Cody Bateman a professional MC. He's a speaker and a motivator. So he started this company in his garage many years ago. But since 2003, this company has developed to be what you see today. So what happens is we sit in front of our computer and this is the end result. So we're looking at the end result that comes directly to your door, wherever you are in the world. Mm-hmm. I brought these here because this is what I have sent either to myself or I've received from someone as a gift. Mm-hmm. So Jordan Adler signed this book. Cody Bateman signed that book. So those are gifts that I've directly received. So those are messages from events, places that I've been and events that I've been to. And so I brought that as a remembrance. And I do carry it with me at all times. So the products are the end result that we make maybe in 10 minutes, maybe in 5 minutes, maybe in 30 seconds. It depends on what it is that you're doing. And then the product, the cards, come to you in an envelope.
And the cool thing about it is that envelope is sealed by the company, right?
Oh, yes, it's printed, stuffed, and sealed, and sent out within 24 hours. When we hit that send button at 12 o'clock tonight, that card gets sent out, and then it gets shipped to Canada or the U.S. or wherever it is that you're sending a card. Yesterday, I was doing a card with an Asaro relative that I found that I hadn't really known about. So she's in South Africa, I guess a distant relative, and we were sending cards to South Africa right from the system. Easy.
From your computer.
From from our Skype.
Yeah.
We shared a Skype screen, and we were doing that at the same time.
So that's so cool. So you don't have to go to the drugstore to buy a card. You don't have to go to the post office to get a stamp.
Right.
You don't have to do all those things.
That's right.
And you can send so much more.
And you can have your signature and your handwriting right in the card with your personal, if you have something special, a personal picture. This happens to be my husband and I 23 years ago when we got married for the second time. I took a photo of that card and I sent it to us, and there we are, New Year's Eve, 23 years later. We were married 25 years ago, sharing a New Year's together. So it's hard to believe that that's actually a picture that's 23 years old.
Yeah, because send-out cards also keeps you young, obviously.
That's right. I much prefer to see me like that than, perhaps another picture.
So we talked about the affordability of send-out cards and the time management it saves. Let's talk comparative cost to if you had to go and buy the stamps and buy the cards. How much more would it be?
Right. Well, that's a great question. The affordability, the point would be, as a customer, as a retail customer, you could actually not have to pay for the system. It's $9.80 a month. And for that, you would have 20 points, which could equal 10 cards. So let's factor the car and the gas and getting in the car and your time and going to buy a card for $3 or $4 or $5 or more. These cards will cost points. Points equal cents. So this would be a 62 or a 93-cent card, because as a wholesale customer or distributor, we pay 31 cents a point. It sounds very, I want to just communicate this in a very simple way. A card is about 62 cents or 93 cents at the most when you have customized pictures and fonts.
So that's like less than half of what it would sell for in a store.
Oh, certainly
way less.
less than half for sure. And our postage is 59 cents without HST. So we're also saving on the postage. There's no additional fee for envelope, or actually this is a very pretty embossment on the back of the envelope, which is new. It really does look nice. And in Canada, we get a Canadian stamp. In the U.S., we get a U.S. stamp. So it does go through the Postal Service, and it is as professional as any other piece of business mail that you would get.
So, and it's a great way. People can think of sending out cards as just a personal thing, but it can be a great business tool as well, right?
Well, I have this as my full-time business. I have pushed the send button 3,400 times in 2 years. If I were a maestro, I would say I know how to play send-out cards and push the send button. So for me, that's what I have perfected, creating a card and sending a heartfelt message. For business and for personal, I think the message we should always give is that I care about you. Just like Jeanette said, we need to care about people. It's not about what can I do for you. It's about giving first. And if we can give to someone and give them value, then they will want to know who we are. You can receive anything in the mail, but when someone really touches you, you're more than likely going to say thank you. You might send them a card, you might email them, you might call them, but you certainly would thank them.
Now, let's talk about the benefits of being a distributor of send-out cards. Because some people out here today might be looking for a great business opportunity, and this is one of them. So let's talk about the benefits send-out cards provide as a distributor, and then I'll give you a part two on that. How is it different than any other network marketing company?
Well, I will tell you, I'm a 50-year-old virgin, so this is my first network marketing company, and it is my last. So I cannot compare the other companies' successes or failures or mediocre compensation plans. all I can tell you is that we get paid 52% of the money that is collected. We get paid handsomely for a very interested and active downline. So like any other business, Jeanette, signing up with Send Out Cards is a great service, but if you use it, it's even greater. And it's greater to the person who sponsors you. So I get paid for my own cards, and I get paid on every single card that is sent through the system for anyone that is signed up or that I've sponsored underneath my distributor ID number, which is 82520. So I receive a check monthly, and then I receive weekly money for people that I sponsor. So at different levels, you get paid different amounts of money, from $140 to $310. And then you have what's called downline coaching bonuses. But that's a little bit complicated to get into right now. But I think the general message would be, we get paid to send our own cards.
Okay, so let's hear about how it's affected your life, like the benefits it's provided you to be a Send Out Card
You know,
distributor.
it's an amazing story. My husband asked me to marry him in a Send Out Card. So this product has affected my life because we got married for a third time, and I received a card from my husband asking me to marry him again. Beyond that, I don't think it gets any better. But in addition to that, I have taken my personal interests and shared them with people. I have a friendship garden, so I will send someone a photo from the friendship garden and wish them a happy anniversary. I will take a picture of a rainbow. I'll take a picture, this happens to be our home, take a picture of my home and invite someone to it. How Send Out Cards has changed my life is it's really helped me to stay in the front of someone's memory, their mind. In an email, it's really hard to say that that email is remembered, that you're going to go to that email and say, look what I received from Jeanette. Look what you wrote to me. But you will be able to show someone a card, a book, or a gift. And there's only a few things that you can do and say, but sometimes you just want to send a picture and you just want to recap an event like TIFF. Those photos that you have, we can create something very memorable for you. We don't have to say anything in it. So it's changed my life by giving me different ways to reach out and touch people.
And what about the
Way,
gifts?
way better than those e-cards, right? Those
Yes.
e-cards? Like, please, don't tell me about the
I
e-cards.
have to say, what did you say? I don't want to hear it. Of course, I receive a check from Send Out Cards, so I'm on that website. I don't get a check from those other companies. And this is my career choice.
Yeah.
It's to reach out and help people.
Yeah.
So I am loyal to my company, and I am loyal to the people who are in my Send Out Cards contact manager, and it does pay off.
Yeah.
2 years later, I can tell you that, you know, I've had personal goals and challenges, and I've just met another challenge, and I'm on a leadership call with Cody Bateman every Monday night, and I take those challenges very seriously. You know, I'm a serious businesswoman, even though my business is cards and reaching out in kindness and touching someone's heart. That might sound light, but what's serious about it for me is that I like the competition. I like to be able to be in the top. I like to be recognized. I like to have my hand shaken. I like to be hugged by the CEO of the company and say, those are fantastic cards, rah-rah. I love those videos. Rah-rah's in the house. And when I heard that and I walked across the stage at the Toronto Treat 'em Right, I was proud to be a distributor of Send Out Cards. And I still am. And I hope to encourage other people to think the same and to try being a distributor.
Yes, and because it saves them time, makes them money.
That's right. And just, it's easy to do. So even if you're not too sure what you're going to do with Send Out Cards, you never can tell. You just buy the system, you use the system, and see what happens. It's a little magical, if you ask me.
Okay, so what does it take to get into Send Out Cards?
Now we have something new since we last spoke. $9.80 a month would be the retail option. To be a distributor. A wholesale customer would be $398.
$398?
$398 to be a wholesale customer. And if you add $59 to that, you're a distributor.
And what's the difference between wholesaler and distributor?
The points, the price and the points. The wholesale and the distributor, the main thing is that you will be able to receive coaching bonuses when you're a distributor, and the price.
Okay.
So as a retail customer, you would pay 49 cents, which is an excellent price per point, and as a wholesale customer or distributor, 31 cents a point.
For either of those two?
for either of those
31
two.
cents
And
a
of course,
coin.
there are many other perks and advantages to being a distributor with your handwriting font and your signature and things that we can go into the package-wise, and having unlimited free DVDs that you can send out in the cards. But I would say the main thing, if you want to just look at getting into the company, you can start as a retail customer and 10 minutes later decide to upgrade.
So that's the only problem with that is you're not making money, right? When you're a
Well,
retail customer.
if you want to make money and look at this as a business, yes, you do need to take the distributor option. There is no other way to think about being in your own business for under $500. That's the simple version. Under $500, you own your own greeting card and gifting company.
And how saturated is it in Toronto
We only
or
have
Canada?
1,900 distributors in Toronto. We have some facts and figures. We haven't even touched the number of people that we have. Toronto, New York, Australia. First of all, I can't really answer that question without my statistics in front of me, but we have the whole world out there that is not in send-out cards.
Right.
It's a new company.
And it seems to me it's like a better way to send out cards, period.
And
than
not
the
just
old way.
cards, there's gifts involved. Let's talk a little bit about the gifts.
Great. Yes, I received this gift. It's a gift from my friend Karen. These are pads that you can put inside your card. They're made with soy. This is really fun. Look at this hue. It has some embroidery on it. It's a recycled gift.
Whoa.
So that's really nice. Books, networking books, The Go-Giver. Perhaps you want to send someone something for their desk. And my friend Ingrid Fokker sent this to me. She's the tea sommelier, so she sent me something that is exactly representative of what she does. This is more than a book. It's something that I keep in my kitchen.
It's a recipe.
It's a recipe book, exactly. So that's a really special gift. And when you get a gift from someone and they have a real nice message and a card attached to it, you just don't forget that.
And don't forget those killer brownies.
Oh, how could I forget that? Those brownies are unbelievable. There's a big gourmet section as well. So we can certainly send you some if you'd like. How about I go home and I just log in and send you some today?
Okay.
And it's also very convenient too, because gifts can be very hard to buy. You
Yeah.
know, like they're time consuming
I
to
know.
go to the mall and whatever. So this is a convenient way. And I think also a key point here from the business aspect is that this business is a fun business that can go on the road and be with you and your computer wherever you are, right?
What an excellent point, Jeanette. When my husband and I travel, I'm in front of my computer, I'm actually working. So if it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, if I take a picture and send out cards, I've basically done my job.
But what you call working is really you're just sending out some cards to people
It's a
and being
fun
nice to
business.
people, right?
That's work for me, yes.
Yeah.
And that's,
Yeah.
that, you know what, Hugh, I must say, after 3 decades of being in different businesses and different fields, this is fun, and that's what really attracted me and keeps me hitting that send button.
Okay.
So let's have your website for people to get in touch with you, and I'll remind everyone about your giveaway today. If you want to become a distributor or send out cards, enjoy your business life, as Kathryn obviously does with the great passion she conveys, actually eludes. I would recommend that, and she's willing to give you 3 hours of business training to get your send out card business up and running as a distributor, and that's worth $600. And your website again is
RARACARDS.com, raracards.com, which is in effect sendoutcards.com/82520, which is my distributor number.
Okay, well, thank you so
fantastic.
much for being
Every
here
time
and
you come
sharing
here,
all this.
Catherine, I want to sign up.
Thank you, Jeanette. Hugh,
I
thank
signed
you so
up. You
much.
should.
And if you'd like, see me later.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Okay,
Catherine.
we'll be right back with Jack
Jack Ferdman.
Ferdman talking about picks, the good ones and the bad ones of the movies you got to get out and see this year at your box office.
Well, not the bad ones.
Yeah, we want to hear
Unless
about
you're
both.
like me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Be right back.
At the station, waiting for someone.